Joyride, 1957, a novel of intrigue by J.P. Wasmiller, Chapter 86. As the happy trio was eating, several people checked into the Kamloops Plaza Hotel. The KGB officer in the black suit parked his Hemi out front and checked in. The red 57 Thunderbird with a white top and opera windows brought the twins AJ and BJ to the plaza. They got the last room in the hotel, the Algonquin suite. The twins had supper with two Royal Canadian Mounties who had assisted them in locating James. The KGB officer had supper with another priest, this one from the Kamloops Sacred Heart Cathedral. James and Misty recognized the twins and the KGB agent, but James was wondering why the KGB agent always seemed to supper with a priest. Likely the KGB agent was Greek Orthodox if he was religious at all, but these priests were all clearly Roman Catholic. James had thought all through the trip reasons for the Roman Catholic Church to follow him around the country made no sense. He suspected the church was either wondering what he, James, was after, or they were trying to conceal some information from him. But he himself didn't know what he was after, and after scrambling his brain twice in a couple of weeks, his memory was essentially non-existent. James finished off his porterhouse and suddenly was sleepy. Bree finished off about half of her salmon, and the same feeling came over her. Misty was just beginning to plow through her surf and turf. She did not let the waitress take away Bree's half-eaten plate of salmon either, telling the waitress that she would probably work on it later, despite the fact she had a full salmon fillet in front of her. Unlike the two lovebirds, a full stomach woke Misty up. After a big meal, her batteries were always fully charged and she was ready for action. I think Bree and I are going to go for a short walk and then turn in, Misty. I may come up later to look at your code books. Otherwise, I'll look at them tomorrow. You guys are no fun. I thought you and Bree would join Delora and me at the Blue Moose, Misty said, chewing a rather tough piece of steak. We've been traveling for a week. See you later. Bon appetit, James said. It's been a pleasure, Bree said. She and James walked out of the restaurant holding hands. They went up to the room, collapsed on the bed, but love took over, at least for a short time. The Sandman caught up with them after about 15 minutes of passion. Misty ate slowly, all the while people watching. Delora was the only waitress in the restaurant and rushed from the table to table. She looked over at the twins, and the three lifted their glasses and smiled. The KGB agent and the priest were deep in conversation about what Misty was sure she knew. Finally, Delora came to her table and said she would be done working in 15 minutes. Misty ordered another piece of sour cream raisin pie, and after scarfing it down, Delora and she walked out the door to the Blue Moose.